Today I am at Porter Pickups and Guitars to check out how they make their guitars here, what to look for in a guitar, and at the end we're also going to have a jam session, so you're going to have to stick around for that at the end of the video. Believe it or not, the city of Boise actually has some pretty good concerts that come to the city. We are kind of a small capital city, but we get some bands that come occasionally. I checked actually this summer, and we have Counting Crows that are coming. You might know that. Chicago's on the way, Hank Williams Jr. If you're into Christian music, we've had Toby Mac, we've had Torrin Wells here, we've had Big Daddy Weave. So Boise does have music here, but Boiseans actually like to make their own music as well. And I think the best place that you can get a guitar in Boise is right here at Porter Pickups and Guitars. So I'm with my good friend, Brian Porter, who actually makes guitars. So hey, thank you so much for having me here, for letting me check out your place. Maybe just to start off, tell me a little bit about your guitar business. What do you do? Talk to us a bit about your business.
So this is year 15 of Porter Guitars and Porter Pickups. So we've been doing this quite a while now, and we're here kind of in Boise / Garden City, whatever you want to say about that. But we've got full custom build electric guitars from the ground up. We have pickups, which is our primary business. So the guitar pickup is kind of the microphone for the electric guitar. We build a lot of those, ship them all around the world, Japan and the UK and everywhere. All the time they're being ordered online, and we're shipping them out, manufacturing those here. So really it's all about, for us, creating inspiring pieces and parts, a full electric guitar or just something to make your guitar sound better. It's an aftermarket part for the electric guitar.
And so you guys actually make the guitars from scratch,
we do.
Right? You actually buy the wood, make it from scratch. Talk to us a little bit about, like, what does that look like?
Yeah, so it's been a labor of love. I think I can say that.
Love-hate, maybe?
Yeah, maybe a little bit of anything worth doing is difficult, and this has been, making guitars has been intertwined with the pickup story as well. So starting out making guitars, then the pickups became their own business, and now we're kind of back doing both of them at the same time. And so that's been something we've been really excited about, really just chasing that sort of dream of building something and creating something. We're builders, we like to make stuff, but we really want people to enjoy what we're doing, and we really want to make something that keeps them playing guitar more. That's kind of our big unachievable mission, is make more inspired guitar players out there.
And so how does that actually work? Let's say I want to buy a custom guitar. Do I come to you and you kind of walk me through, like, what kind of wood options you have? Like, how does that process work?
Yeah, so we've got a couple unique models that we offer, a couple different shapes, different functions to each of the model. It's kind of like when you get a guitar, it's all about the sound, it's all about the looks and kind of the wood configuration. So it's a lot of interpersonal interaction of, like, okay, I want like this wood, I want this for the neck, this for the fretboard, I want this kind of sound, this is what I play. And so that's the part I really enjoy, is kind of working with a customer and saying, let's try this, or let's shoot for this, and that becomes kind of the back end of the job. And then we buy the lumber, and then we start cutting it, sanding it, and probably 30-40 hours later, you have a functioning instrument that hopefully you'll love for a long time.
And, like, approximately how much time does it take, start to finish? I come into your shop today and I say, I'd like a custom guitar.
Yeah.
How quickly should I expect to, like, be able to have it in my hand?
Typically, that again depends on options. The fancier woods and the more challenging construction methods obviously add more time.
Painting too, right?
Yeah, painting. I mean, we've been coming out of COVID and supplier delays and challenges. So stuff that 3 years ago used to be able to just kind of come in a week, like the hardware or something, might be 4 weeks, or might be. So it's hard to say what that is, but typically 3 to 6 months usually is the time frame we give, and that's dependent on how many orders are in front of you, what else we have going in the shop, and it's definitely one of those processes. We don't want to rush it. It's very very custom, very high end. So it's something that we can't. A lot of people want to know exactly the date that it's done. It just doesn't work that way. But we really try to just take people along for the journey. And most people have never actually chosen all the options for a custom guitar. Usually you go into a shop and it's there's 3 black guitars and 2 red guitars. Which ones do you want?
Right.
So it's actually very overwhelming for most customers, and so we try to walk them through it and kind of talk about advantages, disadvantages of certain things, and we've had a lot of experience messing things up to know, okay, this doesn't go very well with this. If you're going for this, if you're on a blues, let's choose these woods or let's choose these pickups. So that's kind of our specialty there. And then obviously being that we make the pickups ourselves, that's another advantage. A lot of guitar companies don't make their own pickups, and so we are actually tailoring your sound all the way from the woods to the actual electronics of the
That is
guitar.
really cool. And I was looking at his factory back there,
Yeah.
and they actually make the pickups from scratch. Really cool. So why guitars? Why did you get into the business of guitars?
Oh man, so I think it was like the wanting to do something music related, and then it was like every piece of the music stuff that I wanted to do was kind of like a closed door, and this was the door that didn't close, if that makes sense. So I wanted to play on stage, and then I started teaching guitar, and then started trying to make guitars, and then pickups, and then back to guitars, and so it's been it's kind of been my life essentially. Never really worked a real job. I've kind of just done this and built this business, and we have a bunch of great people that work for us, and it's been it's been a lot of fun. It's been very, very challenging. I mean, obviously the last couple of years have been brutal on the music industry, with concerts shutting down, with the music industry kind of getting weird, and everyone's kind of coming out of that and trying to figure out now what does that look like. There's a lot of guitars out there that do need pickups, and so that's been good for us. A lot of people picked up guitar during the pandemic, and they wanted to learn how to play, and so now they're like, oh, this doesn't sound right. So now that's where we come in, and we can help with that.
That's really cool. Thanks, Brian. We're going to jam out in a second, but if you are looking for a guitar, this is a place to come. It's a local business, so shop local, totally custom guitar, really cool. Brian Porter is called Porter Pickups, and they also do guitars, so check it out here in Boise and in Garden City. Thanks for watching, and check them out on their website as well.